To begin, let's start with a question to see what you already know about partnerships. Who would you involve in your professional partnerships at school? A. Teachers. B. Parents. C. Community. D. Students. E. All of the above. Hopefully, you have all selected all of the above. If not, we hope you will all understand by the end of the presentation why all the above should be chosen. Today's presentation will cover Chapter 9, Developing Relationships that Support Learning and Participation, with specific reference to what are collaborative partnerships, how to make partnerships, how can teachers support these partnerships, problems you encounter with partnerships, how can teachers implement partnerships with their own relationships into the classroom. But let's firstly start with what is a collaborative partnership. Teachers need to consider teaching and learning as occurring within a relationship context. If they take the time to observe how their thinking and practices can affect their relationships with others, they can position themselves to work more effectively in inclusive and collaborative ways. This must involve teachers developing awareness of how they and their school position students, families and communities, and how they understand and enact their role and responsibilities as a teacher. It ultimately must be an holistic school approach that is an interactive process, one that involves individuals coming together to solve a mutually defined problem. Teaching and learning pedagogy based on listening can also be linked to collaborative relationships. The pedagogy approach is listening. Teachers orienting themselves as learners, not experts, in relations to their students, families and communities. This approach involves teachers inviting the doubt and uncertainty, and which lies between unpredictability and expected, and the community relationships between the child and the teacher's learning process is then constructed. There will be an expectation that everyone has expertise and they can contribute and learn from one another. Listening and authentic relationships opens a space where fear of unpredictability and uncertainty are replaced by excitement of possibility and empowerment. This in turn will create an inclusive education community.
Okay, so now we're going to be talking about how to make successful partnerships. Pincus 2005 argues that there's 4 features supporting democratic partnerships. Firstly, the entire partnership must agree about the purpose of the partnership. Secondly, there must be clear reasons as to who is in the partnership and also why they are a part of it. Thirdly, the partners must have equal power and distribution of the work. And finally, the partnership must implement systems that allow for accountability within the partnership. So these 4 key points are essential in creating a successful partnership. In essence, these 4 points are simply communication factors. All members of the partnership need to have good communication skills. In a partnership, it is important that each group member has a clearly defined role within the partnership, meaning that all members need to know exactly what their role is and what they are responsible for. Furthermore, members are also aware of who is responsible for various roles and can communicate help and advice where appropriate. When it comes to the successful creation, it is important to recognise that within the partnership there will be difference. For example, if we are looking at a teacher-parent partnership, the first major difference is the roles. The teacher is the professional and expert in their field, and the parent is the parent expert in their field as well. If this difference in power and authority is not recognised, then the partnership will become victim to conflict and hostility. In addition, this partnership, to engage successful negotiation, each party must spend time listening to the other party's point of view and justifications on the topic or issue. This is essential in order to ensure that each party has equal time to express their opinions and views, but it also allows each to make valid informed contributions if required.
Okay, so we're going to move on to a question. Which form of communication is most effective in relationships? A. One-way communication. B. Two-way communication. Or no communication.